Daily God's Promise Day 1 Matthew chapter 19 verse 26 Jesus looked at them and said to them, "With men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." Jesus looked at them and said to them. This moment follows the disciples' amazement at Jesus' teaching about salvation and wealth. They were shocked because, by human standards, the rich seemed the most qualified. But Jesus locks eyes with them, removing the religious and cultural assumptions, and gives them eternal truth. He doesn't just say it, he looks at them, speaks to them, and speaks to us. With men this is impossible. Some things are truly impossible for man. We hit limits, emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual. There are barriers we can't cross, walls we can't climb, burdens we can't lift. Jesus acknowledges human limitation, but he doesn't stop there. But with God all things are possible. This is the heart of the promise. God's power is not confined by human restriction. What we cannot do, he can. What is impossible for man is completely possible for God. He doesn't need a path, he makes one. He doesn't need a pattern, he creates new ones. God's possible breaks through every impossible the world throws at us. In Genesis chapter 18 verse 14, God asks Abraham, "Is anything too hard for the Lord?" Then brings Isaac through Sarah's barren womb. In Exodus chapter 14 verse 21, God parts the Red Sea, making a way where there was none. In Job chapter 42 verse 2, Job says, "I know you can do everything, and that no purpose of yours can be withheld." In Luke chapter 1 verse 37, the angel tells Mary, "With God nothing will be impossible," as she carries the Messiah as a virgin. In Mark chapter 9 verse 23, Jesus says, "All things are possible to him who believes." In Ephesians chapter 3 verse 20, Paul reminds us that God is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all we ask or imagine. This promise is for anyone facing a wall, a diagnosis, a deadline, a debt, a closed door. It speaks to the heart that says, "There's no way." And God replies, "I am the way." For the church, this is a reminder that our mission is not sustained by strategy, but by supernatural power. For this generation facing a culture of impossibility, anxiety, and exhaustion, this is a call to trust the limitless God. You may not see the answer. You may not know the plan. But you can trust the God who makes the impossible possible. So stop looking at the size of the problem. Look at the size of your God. What's impossible with man is already possible with him. God bless you and give you grace after grace.